of Anatolia, it is known as kısır, which is something less rich in pepper paste and tomato paste, and this will be richer in taste with respect to the spices and the pastes. And after some time, I started hearing from her neighbors like, please just prepare this and we don't want anything else. And they were in love with that. They became sort of addicted to this. And I said, well, maybe my mother is a good cook, so that's why they like it. And afterwards, I started making this. I'm not saying cooking because there's no fire involved in that except for the kettle. I treated this to my friends, international friends, and they also fell in love with it. So I said, well, there is something wrong with this dish. So how come everybody is getting in love with it? And I asked this as an academic question, not as somebody who loves cooking and who is very much into gastronomy. But I started making some research, and I'm going to share the results with you, in fact. But maybe we can start first with soaking our bulgur so that we can continue with our talk. So I have 1 glass of fine bulgur here, if you all have it. Mm-hmm. We're going to start with having our hot water and making it rest for like 20 minutes. I'm waiting for you. I'm also waiting for my kettle.
Okay. I want to say something before you start, because as we don't know if other people is coming, so I think that we can introduce you formally now.
Sure.
Like I don't know, Tanya, if you want to do this.
I'm sure Şebnem will do it better, but I'm very glad that you joined us this evening. Şebnem is an honorary member of Shom Cooking Club and Shom in general. This is Spouses of Heads of Mission in Ankara. And I'm happy that Nita invited her today. And I'm really thankful to Alicia for keeping up the good spirits and for keeping up this project going on. So Şebnem is international relations, if I make it right, teacher in the University of Ankara. Very talented. Hacettepe University.
Yes.
And culinary diplomacy is, I know this is your favorite topic, among your favorite topic, and we are thankful that you made it today. Please tell us some more about you, some more things that you would like to mention.
Thank you very much, Tanya, for this introduction. Well, in fact, it was kind of my suggestion and a project in my mind to have this kind of contact with spouses of ambassadors or diplomats to cook together, with a Turkish woman rather than with a male chef, but a Turkish woman to show them food that they have not been really exposed to when they go somewhere, like local food. And I discovered especially the role of food in culinary diplomacy during my time, intense time, with going to diplomatic receptions. And as most of you know me, I sometimes approached you and gave my suggestions as well. And I think under this lockdown period, we're doing a great job in terms of diplomacy. So I thank every lady and gentleman here that they're here and they're going to learn this amazing and delicious dish. And water is ready, so I'm going to use, well, perhaps I should just do it like this. I'm going to use something like this. And I'm going to pour water in the scale of my glass, just as much as I put the bulgur.
Is it a cold water or hot water?
It's hot with the kettle.
How much?
1 to 1. 1 to 1. Like how much the size of your glass, and you put the bulgur, you're going to add the same amount of water.
I see.
Can you?
I will mute everybody. I will mute everybody, and then you want to. Okay, as usual. Sorry.
May I?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tanya.
Thank you. Şebnem, I just wanted to ask you, what type of bulgur do you use? Because you have different types of bulgur here in Turkey.
Yes, I'm just coming. It's called kısır. Like it's fine bulgur.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to also explain. Now we should cover the top of our dish or case or whatever it is, it's bowl. So it's going to get here into hot water, and we're going to have it soft. We're going to soften it. So I'm just going to leave it to get softened, and I can now explain the rest of things. But thank you for asking about the bulgur, because in Ankara, as unfortunately, it's a city where people from everywhere are coming to work for the government. So it's hard to find provincial or local food that is of some other regions. And it's also the same case with bulgur. There are several scales of bulgur, sizes, I should say. The first one is for çiğ köfte, and I'm going to explain also the relationship with çiğ köfte to this Hatay kısır. It's very tiny. I should call this 0, maybe. And this one is at the size of 1. So it's slightly bigger than that.
Sure.
And there is a size 2,
This?
which I use
This is okay.
for making
What is the
bulgur
mint?
puff.
It was here, I don't know. You brought it?
And I also have, which you can also find it in the markets, bulgur for pilav, but it's very, very big. So this is out of question. I don't use it that much at home either. And as I was explaining to you why this dish happened to be delicious, but I would call delicious in quote. What does really delicious mean, and what people understand from taste? That was the academic question I asked to me when I met so many people who loved this. First of all, we should go back to very old times and study and understand how our brain works and understands taste. During so many years of their time under conditions of hardship, they understood that eating food with nutritious stuff and high calorie food is going to give them more energy and power to survive. So this is a code or information that is embedded in our old brain. So it is no coincidence that when we eat chocolate, when we eat French fries, when we eat meat, or when we eat bananas, we feel taste. We feel happy. It makes us feel happy, and we say, oh my God, it's delicious. It's because of some hormones that our brain emits. There are 4 types of hormones of happiness. They are dopamine, serotonin, endorphin, and oxytocin. And dopamine is given directly by something sugary, sweet. When something includes sugar, and especially if it includes chocolate, it makes us very happy because it directly goes into our blood and our brain understands it like, okay, now I'm going to be alive. I'm going to continue to be alive. If everybody can follow me, now we're going to do what I actually prepared. The fresh herbs with fresh onions here. Fresh onions and parsley. If you can chop them in tiny pieces while I'm speaking, this is the first stage. And then when you finish them, you can chop, if you haven't chopped, the onion, half of the onion will be enough, and 5 pieces of garlic. We're going to have them ready and handy in the end of 20 minutes. I think you already have the spices with you.
Sorry, Şebnem, how many onion? One?
It's actually, yeah, if it's an onion like that, you can have half of it.
No, I'm speaking about the green onion, you know, the one to the herbs.
It's, you can have only 1 piece with 3 strings.
Okay.
Or if it's not that big, you can have 2, but only the green ones, not the white side of it.
Ah, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you can also have some tomatoes, like 1 tomato chopped.
Where do we put all this stuff?
You're going to put this stuff into a tray like this.
Into what is that?
It's a tray.
Ah, okay.
Like a driving wheel. And in the recipe, the ingredients, I also ask you, is tomato paste, this one is pepper paste. And we're going to have
sorry.
the
Can you repeat
spices.
Jenny, sorry, can you repeat the last part because was your internet had some problem. Sorry. Just repeat the things that you say now.
I cannot hear you well.
Oh, we need more.
Alicia, I think it was you.
Do you have a refrigerator?
If you can please repeat because it was cutting the communication.
Actually, we don't have anymore.
Okay, so we're going to
Yeah, find what we have. If not, I can always add.
we're going to prepare
But the species.
the fresh herbs, the green onions, and the parsley while the bulgur is getting softened. The onion and the garlic chopped in very small pieces. 5 pieces of garlic and half of a medium-sized onion. And 1 tomato chopped. Pepper paste and tomato paste. And we're going to have also our herbs, I'm sorry, spices, black pepper. Some of you have dried fresh mint, and that's great. This is dried, home-dried mint. And we're going to have cinnamon, here, cumin, and mixed meatball spice in this color. which you can find in Turkish markets. And also a tray. For giving it more
Sorry,
taste.
can you explain the green onions?
Sorry?
The green onion, you cut what? The white part or the green part, and how much?
The green part, only the green
Cut this part.
Yes, yes. And the
All of
one in
it.
your hand, the one piece, I mean, the entire one piece, yes, that is going to be enough.
All right.
Yes. And we have the pomegranate paste here and olive oil, but not extra virgin.
Insa is asking which kind of spice is inside the kofte spice.
Oh, good question. Well, I checked it. There's almost everything, but if you don't have mixed meatball spice, you can have, well, you still have cumin and cinnamon, which the meatball spice includes. It also has, what's its name in English? Cilantro?
Coriander.
Coriander, yes. But it's not fresh coriander.
Seeds.
It's the seeds. Yeah, exactly. You can put the seed, or you can have 5 types of herbs. I'm sorry, spices: cumin, cinnamon, and black pepper, red pepper, and coriander. If you don't have anything like the mixed meatball spice, I just add this for more taste. In the original, yeah, sure. In the original recipe, my mother was not, and I'm using this, and it makes it richer. So I developed it. Any questions? Other questions? No? Okay. Then I can continue with that historical and gastronomic background. So people, as humans, we want to survive. This is our main drive. And that's why this coded information in our brain always forces us to find food which is delicious. And we call it delicious because at some point our brain emits those hormones. And this dish, as you can see, and most of you are residing in Turkey, and most probably you ate or you tasted something like çiğ köfte. I say something like it because my family is from the southeast Anatolia region, and my father is a crazy foodie, and my mother is a good cook. So they always wanted to have the original of anything. And my father, when he was young, he was one of the few people who could make the right çiğ köfte, the accurate çiğ köfte, because he learned it from his mentor in Urfa. And the origins of çiğ köfte, in fact, well, if you happen to eat it in Urfa or in Antep, that's great. You have eaten the right one. But if you happen to taste it in Ankara, it probably is not the right one. It's bulgur with some herbs at best, but not the right one. But how it came about is a very interesting story. In fact, and we see the role of women here again. It was about 4,000 years ago in today's Adıyaman, when there was the king Nemrut. And he ordered Prophet Ibrahim to be killed by being burnt. So he ordered everybody to collect anything that can, like wood at that time, that would be helping to set a big fire. So nobody else could find wood to set fire to cook in their homes. But a young hunter who didn't know about this, he was hunting. He gets a deer and brings it home. And he asks his wife to cook it. And she couldn't find any wood. So she gets one thigh of the deer and she smashes it with a stone, and she mixes it with those herbs and the pepper paste, the tomato paste, and some isot, probably if they had it at the time. I'm not sure. And she mixed it and she helped her family to survive. In some narratives, it says it was the man who found it, but still, I think it was a teamwork. Because right now, we call çiğ köfte as man's work because you really need some muscles to do it. And when it comes to kısır and its derivatives, the word kısır refers to insufficiency. So when a woman cannot find much at home, she mixes bulgur with those herbs and whatever she can find at home. But it has to be really tasty, in quote, it has to be really tasty. So the kids and her husband is going to think that this is really food, but she is making something bigger out of something really small. And in this dish that we're going to prepare, there are 4 main tastes together in addition to 2 complementary tastes. And these are salty, sweet, sour, and hot. The 2 complementary tastes are acrid and bitter. So when you eat that with its siding, you are going to feel the dance of these 6 tastes together. And that's why your brain is going to tell you, oh my God, this is delicious. So it's not really me or my mother or people of Hatay that they do something better than the others, but those ladies over there found a good combination. And I really dived into understanding this when my friends from Asia, from Latin America, from the United States, from Russia, when they all loved it, I said, this cannot be something about me or something about Turkey. How about your preparations for the chopping? Everybody is fine? Great.
Still working.
We're going to go for after hits. Yes, the bulgur is getting softened.
The onions and the garlic, okay, like this?
Yes, but it's too much, I think. I don't see the thing, but how deep is that?
No, it's not deep.
Okay, but it shouldn't be too much.
Half onion.
Half of onion, yes.
Yeah.
Depends on how big is the onion.
Huge.
Any other question?
Şebnem, before you continue, can I say something? It's for everybody. Is everybody listening? Actually, Şebnem, she's not only showing us Turkish cuisine, she's also a fantastic singer. And I hope it's at the end of the show today. She has a beautiful voice.
Okay, let's hear.
Should I start with the Turkish national anthem or what?
Yeah, why not? Okay.
Yeah, we can end this with a song maybe, but this came as a surprise to me. Thank you, Tigerda.
Yes, you are undiscovered. They should know you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Maybe if all this COVID ends, or I don't know, maybe we can do it later, but why not? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And maybe a couple of more words about the Turkish cuisine. When I met some people, in my field, abroad, or here in the diplomatic community, I was hearing some comments like, oh, Turkish food is delicious, but it's all the same. So I also problematized it as an academic. I said, well, it's not all the same, and I'm not a real expert on gastronomy, but I should really look at that. And so the reasons lie also in history, international relations of the Ottomans, and also the domestic or internal affairs of the Ottoman palace cuisine. Because what we see in Turkey now is, in fact, Ottoman cuisine. It's not just Turkish food, but how far the Ottomans could stretch, or even if they did not control these territories. So what we see in our kitchen are the inspirations from stretching to India, to the Balkans, even to Vienna. And so you see veggie food with rice pilaf, kebabs, the Levante food, and also food based on flour. This is based on bulgur. The food based on corn flour, particularly in the Black Sea region. And in the Aegean, it is based on vegetables mainly, and so many herbs that I have not even heard of. And also in Istanbul, whenever you have a country, a state, which used to be a kingdom or an empire, which means when they had a king, a sultan, it means that the kitchen of the palace has to be cooking something very delicious and very classy and very privileged. And when the state is over, when the kingdom is gone, these people are left unemployed, and they go to the cities and they teach the cooks about how to make delicious, different, and classy food. So that's why it's not just the provincial food that you have in Turkey. It's not just the international food that the Ottoman Empire has brought in, but it's also the palace kitchen that contributed to the cuisine. And how about your bulgur? If everybody is ready,
How do you know it? How do you know if the bulgur is ready? I mean, it's supposed to be dry or what?
Yeah, it basically soaked. Yes, it basically soaked the water well enough, and 20 minutes is usually enough of a time.
20 minutes?
Yes, and it has been 20 minutes for us.
If it's not too, Şebnem, if it's not too, if it's not enough, can I add boiling water more?
Sure, you can, but we're going to add the tomatoes. So what we're going to do in the meantime is to mix all these and start checking it, checking the softness of it.
I see.
So don't put all the water right now. We need to go with the flow of kısır. The main thing about this dish, and probably most of the housewives' dishes, is that you are not a third person who is looking at the dish. You are becoming the dish itself.
Yeah, I like it.
So you're going to feel it and smell it, touch it. We're going to go this way.
Well, I'm after.
Sorry,
Yes,
what did we do with the spices? Nothing yet.
nothing yet. Now we're starting.
Okay.
Now, first of all, we're going to put everything except the bulgur. here. Consider yourselves as if you're making çiğ köfte, but you're not. Okay, çiğ köfte is different. And the pastes. By the way, if you think that your pastes are not enough, in the meantime, when we are kneading it, we can still put some more. So don't worry about the scales. Now, when I explain people that this dish has cinnamon in it, they give me a weird look. They're like, cinnamon? Why cinnamon? Well, cinnamon and mint are a nice couple. So we're going to put mint this much, like it fits in our palm. And then we're going to do it like that. Can you feel the smell?
No. Sorry, can you repeat what you did? You mix all the greens with the tomato paste and with the pepper
No, it's
paste.
not the greens. It's the chopped onions. It's the chopped onions, the tomato, the pastes, the mint, the herbs. We're going to use the greens later at the end.
What about the cinnamon? What about the cinnamon, the cumin, and the other?
I'm coming to that.
Ah, okay.
So the last three of them. A question?
I'm lost.
Where are you?
So I put the onion, the garlic.
Yes.
What else now? Tomato.
Tomato.
Yes.
Pepper paste.
I have to cut the tomato away.
Okay. You can see my camera and the tray. They're all there. Pepper paste, tomato paste.
Wait, sorry.
Pepper paste, tomato paste.
How much tomato paste?
2 spoons, two full spoons, 2 full spoons.
Okay.
Now I'm putting the other spices with a teaspoon. I'm adding onto the mint 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Please smell the cinnamon so that you won't mix it with cumin. Sometimes people do that.
So the tomato paste with the onion, garlic, and the tomato.
Yes, and you need to also have the pepper paste.
And also, how much pepper paste?
The same amount, 2 full.
Okay. And to make a balls.
Two full. Have 1 teaspoon of the mixed spice. I'm sorry, mixed meatball spice.
Can you please repeat?
1 teaspoon.
One of cinnamon, 1 of spice.
Yes, 1 of cinnamon,
Yeah.
1 of the mixed spice,
Yeah.
1 of ground black pepper, and 3 of cumin.
3 of cumin.
Yes, 3 teaspoons of cumin. I'm gonna wait everyone in the meantime. How is everybody? Okay,
Perfect.
okay. So if everyone is ready, we're going to use our hand. If you can use your left hand, that's great. If you're left-handed, use your right hand. I taught myself because I will need my right hand to hold the pomegranate paste and the olive oil. But if there's somebody who can help you, you can use both hands. It's your decision. Now I'm starting to knead. If everybody is ready. I think everyone is ready. All right. So we are going to make this a whole.
Sorry, Shebnem, you don't use never a cloves for this, or it's
No.
not? Okay.
So you have not added the bulgur, right?
Okay.
What about salt?
Usually the pepper paste is very salty, so I don't use salt.
También que no veo, dice la salsa.
But if you think that you need it, you can add it at the end.
I see.
Okay,
We have not added the bulgur yet, right?
No, no bulgur. You're going to have this like a big meze, okay? Ezme salad. And I would like you to feel the smell. You need to really have the right smell that is going to be recorded to your brain. So mine is ready. It's now mixed all up. Can I see yours if you can show it to the camera?
Smells amazing.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Ipster, you may need a bigger tray, but we'll see how it works.
I'm sorry I did it backwards. You know me, Shebnem. I do everything backwards. So I have my bulgur in the big pan.
Great. That's great. That's doing great. Okay, now, because I usually don't even use that bowl, but I use the bowl so that people who may not have triple trays, they can use that one. Now, I'm going to add the bulgur into this, and I'm going to ask my sister to help me to do that.
Okay.
Can you put this for me? It's here.
Mm-hmm. How? Like this.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll just pour it.
Okay.
Meet my sister.
Hi, everyone.
We cannot see you. Please show yourself.
Oh, I just didn't want to change the angle of the camera, but she's going to.
Welcome.
Just a second. Let me take it. Yes. Yeah, you can say.
Hi, everyone.
You're not there. Not seeing you.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi.
This is nice. Okay.
And what this?
It's not for me.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're having the bulgur over it, and we're kneading it again with our hands. Using the hands is essential here, not a spoon or anything else, because it's going to get infused into the bulgur. I'm sure you remember that. And in this process, let's say your pepper paste doesn't seem like enough. You shouldn't worry about it. You can still add more, or your tomato paste. But I ran a rehearsal for you before, so I really tried to get the right scales so that you're going to have the right outcome with these scales. And you need to press with this part of your hand onto the bulgur while you're also squeezing it with your fingers. It's a nice exercise for you. And make sure all the white bulgur gets red. And all that paste-like ingredients are equally distributed. Now mine looks okay. This is the stage where we're going to check the softness of it. When you have mixed them all up with the bulgur, like this, if you want to.
Did we already add the nar sauce?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Not. Now this is the time to check the softness. You can use your hand. You can use a spoon. And just a little tinge of it, just maybe this much, to see if it is chewy, if it is too tough, or it's soft enough for you to eat. Okay. Mine, oh my God, this is great. The taste is good. Yeah, but that's only the 75% of it. And mine needs a little bit of more kneading. If you think that yours is tough and you need to soften it, you can use some cold water, okay? Not hot water, I mean, not cold, but in between warm and cold. So I'm going to use them.
I have a question. The softness is okay, but I tried it and I feel that it's not salty enough, in my opinion. It's kind of too sweet still. Should I add some salt or not?
Oh, if your pepper paste does not have enough salt and you think that it's not salty enough, you can add salt.
Ah, okay, perfect.
Sorry, I buy the organic one without salt.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to add just a little bit of water in my hand like that and distribute it, and then continue kneading again. In the original recipe, actually this bulgur was not softened by the help of hot water, but I found this tough for kneading and also for digestion. So that's why I wanted to change the recipe for a better one, at least for an easier one. And the taste was still the same. Oh, the ambassador is here. Hello. Continue kneading. And as I said, if you like, you can have some pressure with the end part of your palm, like this. And the difference from çiğ köfte is the difference in the type of pepper. In çiğ köfte, they use isot, which is a darker and roasted pepper. And in this one, you don't use it. And of course, in çiğ köfte, there is fresh, raw meat. And that meat is not just another meat. It has to be from lamb. It has to be from a certain part of lamb. And it has to be smashed, not grinded or shredded. So it's a very complicated process. However, as I said, it has a legend, and çiğ köfte is the utmost taste in the Turkish cuisine. So, can you help me with that? Okay, better. All right, now I can see everyone. Thank you. And çiğ köfte is the utmost taste. It's because it's a food for celebration. It's a food where people come together. And you remember the happiness hormone I mentioned, it's called oxytocin. And oxytocin is when you hug the loved ones, and also when you come together to share good things, and you become happy. Just think of yourself when you eat by yourself and you eat with your family and friends, and when you have a party. So here we have the hot pepper as well under the pepper paste. So when you go to an Antep market, Gaziantep market, you say, okay, I want it hot, or I want it, in Turkish we say tatlı, but tatlı doesn't mean sweet. It means not that much hot. So it's mild hot. For Gaziantep people, they don't eat anything without pepper. And hot pepper, when you eat it, it makes your brain to emit endorphin, because in fact, it gives pain to you. And in order to suppress this pain, the brain emits endorphin, and it's a happiness hormone. The fourth one is serotonin. And what makes it operational is tryptophan. And tryptophan is found in meat or in banana, or I think here as well. Like people would love strawberries because it gives us. Okay, this is the second time we're going to check the softness. Everybody.
Fine to me.
Fine? Yeah.
Silky.
Are you okay, Claudio?
Perfect. It's like
Okay.
silk.
Okay,
It's a
perfect.
bit hard, but probably it's not the right bulgur.
Maybe, Livio.
But
But
maybe
you know,
tomorrow will be better.
you understood the system, the philosophy. And for instance, if you are a celiac, if you cannot eat something with gluten, then you can have the same kind of sauce, and instead of bulgur, you can use cauliflower. You're going to grind the cauliflower, and it's going to be like very tiny, and you're going to put it as if it's bulgur, and it's going to make almost the same. Okay, now this.
Excuse me, now I'm asking about cauliflower. Do you have to cook it, like pre-cooked?
It depends. I saw some chefs who were just doing it raw, because you should take it from the rondo, and some chefs only have it mildly steamed. So it, but I've never tried it. Now this is the stage where we add the pomegranate paste, meaning the sweet and sour, which caused a lot of questions. Now, I would like you to treat this, what you have here, as if this is a salad, okay? As if this is a salad and you are putting pomegranate paste into your salad. You can start with putting it less than needed and then check the taste again and put as you wish. So I'm adding mine like a circle. For me, it's enough, but it may not be. I'm going to mix it again. I think it will need a little bit more, but I need to check the taste, because every brand of pomegranate paste is different. So we cannot know the sourness. We're not in the bottle. And that's why we need to take the pomegranate paste out of the bottle and taste it. Now, if you mix it.
I have a question.
Yes.
I see, because I brought the organic one too, again with the pomegranate.
Yes.
And do you think that this normal one have salt? Because I feel like a too sweet.
You mean normal one?
Yeah, the one that is, I mean, the one that you find not organic in the store have salt.
Okay.
Because this is sweet sour.
Well, salt is not a problem for us right now. The scale, the level of sourness is a problem.
Okay.
Perfect.
So tasting it every 5 minutes, and we're saying, okay, this is not salty enough, so I'm going to add salt, or this is not sweet enough, I'm going to add more pomegranate paste. Now, again, I'm checking now the taste here. Until it gets finished, maybe we will have eaten half of it. Don't worry. All right. I'm going to add some more because it's not really hitting me as sweet enough. Just a little. That is going to be your own brain's work. And mix it up again. Now, this is my favorite part. I'm going to add the greens. Is everybody ready?
No,
Okay, I'm waiting.
one moment, dear.
Okay.
Can you please tell us a bit about Gaziantep, the city? I've never been there.
Well, hopefully, when everything is over about travel restrictions, I call Gaziantep, and not just me, most people call Gaziantep as the culinary capital. However, it's not just one city, it's also the cities around it. But the advantage of Gaziantep is that it's very orderly about this. It has a history about that. And I grew up literally with a very important chef, a very important cook from Gaziantep. No wonder, because my father's best friends were chefs from Gaziantep.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, because he was crazy about good food. I'm not sure. Well, you know, now they have the Ankara branch. The owner of Kaşı Beyaz is my father's good friend. And even he was the witness of my brother when he was getting married. So very close. And when I visited Gaziantep the last time, I tried to visit museums. Is there a question?
No, sorry.
Okay. And I found out that the thing about Gaziantep is not about cooking food. It was about storing food, because they no, it's the green onions, the green onions and parsley together. Because they went through, even before the Turkish history from Ottoman times, in back ancient times, they were they have been through conflicts and wars. So and migration as well. When you're driven out from your house, and also when you see wars and conflicts and insurgencies, and those people had to live under caves, they had a big trauma about being hungry. And when you go visit Gaziantep, you will see that most food is about food that is going to be stored. And most probably we're going to do that this summer as well, because we have been traumatized.
I can confirm.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody is ready? Okay. Now let's mix our greens to our kısır. I'm going to do that. Okay, I think
Both of them, or there is a specific
both
order?
of them. Both of them. And if you also, during the spring, you have good fresh mint. If you like, you can add some fresh mint to that as well. It's also going to make it richer. And before mixing that, we're going to again treat this as a salad and add olive oil into this one.
Şebnem, sorry. Imsra is asking what the greens.
I just answered. It's green onions and parsley.
Sorry, I can hear you.
Yeah,
How much oil are you putting, more or less, because we cannot see you?
Yeah, I said you should treat the material under your hand as if this is a salad, and you're going to determine it your way. Like, how much olive oil will you put into your salad? But usually, let me see how much I'm doing this.
What olive oil you use?
It's not extra virgin, it's komili. Like that.
Okay.
So let's do it this way, Claudio. It's this much of olive oil. Almost half of, yes, this one, but not extra virgin. It's called Riviera. Claudio, it's almost half of a glass of, yeah, it's like glass.
Thank you very much. Perfect. Should we start moving around again?
Yes, I'm just going to add some more. And at this stage, I also ask you please to smell it. Why this crazy woman asked us to smell it?
Amazing.
Yes. First, it's amazing. And second, it's going to give you the guide for the next time.
What happened, Nitsa?
Nitsa, are you okay?
Excuse me, ladies.
Yes.
I'm doing it with the tablespoon. Is it terrible? Not with the hand.
Well, you need to use your hand to just knead this and make it soft and infused.
Okay, I'm doing it with the hand.
Yes. And please just feel it under your hand, because we use 5 senses. As we use 6 tastes, we will use 5 senses. So we're going to be the food and not just do the food.
I agree. Okay, this is my hand. Look at me.
Yes, your hands should look like that.
Ready for reception.
Yes. This is my favorite so far. Can you also take the photo, please? Ready?
Awesome.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, so mine is ready. Can you help me to hold this?
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to clean my hand. And if someone else can also help you, just take the excess out of your hand. And I'm going to plate it now. Well, I prepared a plate before, but for your plate, to complement those 2 tastes, you can have lettuce, and lettuce can be used here also as a holder. And you're going to roll it with the lettuce and eat it, which is going to complete the taste. But just for plating purposes for now, I'm going to use the lettuce as a part of decoration.
How do you roll it? You just put inside the lettuce.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you like, you can put some tomatoes in it. Perfect. And then
Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring a tomato. Wait.
Yes. So my plate is going to look
Mine is like this.
perfect.
Cut the tomato to slices.
Yes, you can do it.
Ours is also amazing. Plus, can I tell you something?
Sure.
That it contains also my ring that I just realized I lost. It must be somewhere in here.
This is your marriage ring?
No, no, it's the lover's ring.
Oh.
So nice.
Oh.
You're lucky, sweetie. You know that you are lucky.
I will not comment anything.
They're both
Ilya
lucky.
said that he's starting to
With
read.
Alicia, you are lucky. I'm sure he's lucky too.
Exactly.
I'm the luckiest.
I am saying that Livio is in like in mute because he's eating. He said
He's what?
eating already.
Oh. Great. I'm glad that Livio. Well, I have to warn you.
Wow, this is nice.
I have to warn you.
Oh, sorry.
This has just blue people's ethic codes.
I found it.
Good for you.
Nobody wants to share it with anyone when they make it. And I sometimes don't feel well about this because it's something that makes people happy at the same time and not really willing to share it. So I don't know how I'm going to solve this contradiction, this paradox, but I
Very
believe,
simple. You don't share.
well, I don't know. So this is the final product.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
tiene que mudarlo. Sí. Can you show again?
Wait, I will mute everybody to do the picture.
Yes. But do you want me to make it with me as well, or
Please, can show everybody their your dish to do the picture.
everybody finished it?
Vallahi helal olsun. Baksana. Bak harekete bak. Bak.
Livio, I'm so happy you loved it.
Thank you, Şebnem. This was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Well,
This was
it was also wonderful for me. I'm also going to show it. Alicia, if it didn't show well enough, I can.
Yeah, I think that we can do it again because not everybody was with the plate. Please again.
Şebnem,
Yes.
Şebnem, I put acı biber salçası instead of katli, but mine is very spicy, but I love it. I love it.
Okay.
By accident, but so if anybody wants more spicy, it really is, but I think it does it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who doesn't have taste?
Okay, we are ready as well.
I put paprika tomato paste from one of the wine shop, Suvla, and it gave very good flavor also. So it's all combined. You can add more.
Great.
And I had the original Hatay nar ekşisi, which is very good actually. I love it. It's the
I love learning from
Everybody, please show.
Wait
Antakya.
a moment.
Can everybody show?
No, not me.
From both.
Yes.
Okay,
Wait for me.
wow, it
Let's
looks
take
great.
picture.
İrem şöyle de çeker misin?
Çekiyorum.
Yok, benim ekranımı.
Ha.
3, 2, 1.
Wait.
Claro. I don't know por qué.
You're too fast for me.
Okay. That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No, don't go. I need to say something. Two things.
Wow.
Okay, now
I
I'm
want
ready.
to say, people, in the group today was joining us, Michael. Hi, Michael. I saw it now.
Wow, that's
He's
nice.
in Sicily, and maybe if we are lucky, he will cook with us. I
You do
hope. He's an excellent chef too. He has this calamar filled with many things inside, delicious. So I hope to have Michael with us. And yeah, and tomorrow I will send more information than I received today. So thank you again.
Hey, Michael, can you hear us?
Thank you.
Can we have a song, Şebnem?
Thank you very much. And I can sing for you as well.
Yes, please.
Delicious.
What song? Song.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
please.
force people. What do you want me to sing? Oh my God, that looks great.
Okay. Bye.
Sing for us.
Thank you.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun. Teşekkürler.
Afiyet olsun.
Thank you
Ellerine
so much.
sağlık.
Thank you
Sağ ol.
Elinize sağlık.
Ciao.
İyi akşamlar.
İyi akşamlar. Elinize sağlık.
I'm waiting for a song.
Bye.
Bye-bye.